Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Kat and today we have a book haul. How are you? Finally, I'm here sitting in front of the camera. I've been thinking to do this channel for a long time and I thought why not start with a book haul? Who doesn't like book hauls, right? So the first book I have here is a detective stories. Is from the Everyman's Library. These books are really nice all together. They look beautiful all together. And this particular collection has authors like Agatha Christie, George Simenon, Jorge Luis Borges. Let me see who else has here to give you an idea what kind of stories you will find it. Um, Raymond Chandler, Ian Rankin. So it's a really nice collection of stories, and the book itself looks beautiful. So this one is going to my shelf. One more for my collection. Very happy about it. The next one is When We Were Very Young, A. Milne. So this one is a collection of poems from the same author of Winnie the Pooh. This particular collection, they've been published 2 years before the Winnie the Pooh stories, and they came out with editions that they look the same from the first publishing editions that they have long time ago, and they look really nice. This one has some graphics on it. See, it's really nice for the kids and for us, of course. So I'm happy with this one. The next one, I actually bought it not for me, I bought it for my brother. I get him the two first books like 2 years ago, and I sent it to him and I did the audio. So now I found this one. I may read it before, or maybe I will continue with the audio and he would read it and follow with the audio book. And it's the Avatar collection, The Dawn of the Youngin. He's very fan of the Avatar series, like the animes, and he liked the first book. So we'll see how he liked this one, and I will see how I like this one. This one is going to my brother. So the next one I have here is Bubble one. I'm pretty sure this one you saw it everywhere. Like it's a very popular book because of the author, that is the same author of the Puppy Wars series. I didn't read the Puppy Wars series yet. I do have the books, but I don't want to start a series right away. So I was thinking maybe I start with the Bubble to see how I like the author. This one is Dark Academia stories, and I think I will like it. Like if it's a Dark Academia, it's always like interesting to me. So we'll see. I will check with you when I read it, if I read it fast soon. So the next one I have is Bloomsbury Girls. This one I get it at the Barnes and Noble sale. It's a historical fiction. It's about three girls that they are working in a bookstore after the World War II, and they struggle with a war where the man is the one who controls everything. So they're trying to do improvements, they're trying to do upgrades in the store and at the lives after this World War II. So we follow the story of these three women, and it sounds very interesting. The next one I have here is actually a non-fiction. Wait, I'm struggling to get the book. Sorry. There you go. Okay, so this one is Last Call at the Hotel Imperial. So this one is a non-fiction book. It's a story about some journalists that they worked during the World War II, and how they get the stories, how they get the interviews. They were younger, they were fearless. So it sounds very interesting, and I think it's written by like a memoir, more like a textbook. So I think it would be nice to read this one. It sounds very interesting. Plus, it says like the way that they did the journalists at the time by these people switched the way that the journalist was became after the World War II, because the way that they make the information be see from everybody. So it sounds really, really interesting. I'm very excited about this one. The next one is Book of the Man selection. So the first one that I have here is my add-on. This one is The Gentleman in Moscow. I saw it everywhere, like Instagram, YouTube, some book clubs, they've been reading this one. It sounds really interesting. It's about a man who was part of the nobility, and he never did anything by himself for himself. So he finds himself in a hotel, house arrest, a few people around him, and he needs to deal with that situation and be inside a place and just look what is going on around him. The World War is happening and he's in close. So it sounds very interesting. I like historical fiction, and I hear really nice things about this book. So I'm happy to have this one too. And I think it was my September box. Yeah, because I'm doing a little late this haul. I'm almost about to get my next box for this month, October. But I think this one is my September box. And my pick was The Devil Takes You Home. So this one is about a man who is having his last job, and he lives close to the borders, and it's a very dangerous place. It's a lot of gangs, a lot of violence, and he needs to do this last job to support his family and to help his family. And we will follow him and see what struggles he has to go through. What they said on the description, it has a lot of violence, maybe a lot of dark, like hard scenes, some people dying and stuff like that. So if it's a warning for some people, if you are not like uncomfortable with those kind of scenes, be aware that they will have a lot of those on here. And what is interesting, they send you to another little book because the author decided to insert some words, I'm sorry, phrases on my face, phrases and words that they're very common on the Spanish speaking culture or Mexican culture. And they not necessarily has a translation, because if you translate it like plain, it doesn't make sense. So they need more like an explanation to get the idea what it says. So they include those, and it has the page, what is on Spanish and what does mean on English. And I think it's a really nice idea for people who doesn't speak Spanish at all, and they can follow the reading together. I will not need this one, but I think it's really nice that they have that included. And finally, I have this one is a subscription to is the Library of America. Who doesn't know, Library of America publish American authors that they just want to protect their work. They want to promote that work, and they combine all their novels, all their work in volumes. Can be 4 novels or 10 short stories. Depends how big is their collection of work. They collected in volumes. So I received Richard Wright later works, and I have a Black Boy and the Outsider. You can see. So they send you a little paper with a little information about the author, and they are very very simple. What is nice on this, when you are subscribed, they send you these boxes. Oh, yeah, struggling with this. So there's the boxes, and that's how you get the book. The good thing on this one is like you can subscribe to the service and get it every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, 4, 6, even one time a year if you like it. It depends how it fit on your budget, and how is your habit of reading. Some people read slower, some people read faster, and these books, since they are a collection of novels or collection of works, you cannot read it in one sitting. You need time to read them, to go through the whole book. So it's nice. You can decide how often you want to get them. I was getting them every month at the beginning, and then I switched it out. So I'm going to get them every 4 months because I've been collecting them. I have already a few of them, and like you get books faster than you read them. So I try to stop a little bit that, and have like a break between the books so I can get through some of them at least. But I really really like this way to promote the American works that they have, and I think they're not profit, so they whatever they get the money that they get, they use it for libraries, for schools, stuff like that. So it's really nice publisher. If you should check it out, and it's promoting and keeping alive the works from American authors, and I think it's a great idea. So I think that's it. My book haul. I don't have more books. I will not have them for a long time. I do have some my book of the month subscription, but I'm not doing it every month. I'm good to skipping those, and I have another All Crate book subscription too that I will keep it for a while. Then I will um, skip it too. So we will have a book haul, not that often, but we will have one of those again. And please let me know if you like it. What do you think about the books that I get? If it's worth it to read them, and uh, let me your comments down below. Like it if you put, the thumbs up if you like the video, and ring the campanita if you want to know if I post another video. And thank you for watching. See you next time.